What is up, everybody out there in the land of the internet? So, it is Sunday morning. It's almost 9 o'clock. It snowed here yesterday. We got about 3 inches-ish, which isn't very much, but as you can see, a beautiful white winter wonderland. So that means, even though last week was the last week for Seekonk, it's going to put a damper on other things, too, that are outside, since it snowed till in the wee hours of the morning. So, with that being said, I'm meeting up with my buddy Grant, and we're going to go to an indoor flea market that is more or less terrible. There's one guy who has 2 video game booths. You've seen some footage from there before, but not in quite a while. And he's really cool. He's a really nice guy. He always wants to work deals with people, which is really cool. And they're not always the greatest deals, but generally you can get them less than eBay, so not that big of a deal. But I don't spend as much money as I would because he's got some okay stuff, and he's always getting new stuff. So who knows what he's had, because we haven't been there in a couple months. So let's see what we find. And we're also supposed to go to, or I'm supposed to go to, a con, I don't know what the hell it's called, like a Comic-Con thing in Southeast Boston, which is actually in Hanover, which is not Southeast Boston. Going that today. I don't really know if there's going to be anything of interest there at all. I'll wear my body cam as per usual. But you may see absolutely nothing from that. I don't really know. We're going to meet one guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because me and my wife are big fans of the show. And Xander Harris, Nicholas Brennan is going to be there. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you guys see it, cool. If not, I'll see you in the pickups. All right, peace. Is that a miracle piano? Did I tell you I actually found one? At Raynham one day. Some random girl who was set up. Never seen her before, never seen her since. She was, yeah. She was only asking $70 for it with the game, which wasn't bad. From what I could tell, yeah, it had everything. No, that's not a bad price at all. What? You see this?
Yeah. It's good. Last Sunday I did.
Why is it in such a big box? I feel like it should have came with something else.
Where the world is.
Learning.
Halo 3.
Yeah, it's DVDs. I don't know.
9, 10, 9, 15.
I don't even want to make.
Yeah.
I want to bend over. Oh my
Usually he
god.
gets me a little late, or like a couple of hours.
There you go. I'm already bent over. I don't want to do it.
I want Cool Spot. I want it on the Super Nintendo. But the guy that had it, Adam, he wanted fucking $10 for it. I feel it's like a $5 game.
Yo, this one's Walmart.
The Top Gun, track and field, basketball, pro sports.
Oh, sports.
Sports. Gimli.
feel like I'm just killing time until the other store is open.
Yeah, I gotta go hit Stavers after this, and then I gotta go up to wherever. But I haven't been here so long, might as well, you know. I mean, he has some decent stuff, but you gotta pay just around eBay. So I was also looking at, I don't know why they're catching my eye, this Crazy Creatures one, which is another off-brand one too.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, why have I heard about that?
I don't know, but it's only like a $10 game at most.
It's a puzzle game.
The hell is that?
Oh, the cinematic.
Gender range?
Whoever the Mike kid is. Remember they did the NES. He did the NES games. $20. Hell no. What the fuck is that? Used.
I know what I just wanted to fix. Yeah, don't spoil it. That's why I read it. Well, I thought it was really good with the rain. I like don't want to. Put those two together. The reverse I have Annihilation, all the Ring Arrow, King's Island is in, Ohio. That was in Brady Bunch. All the episodes they did there for Hall
I remember at those years back, they don't have anymore. They had the Tampa Bear.
Well, they had that King's Island big wall. That they had one was like horror thing, and then one was boat. You go through, you see how it's Larry, he's like sitting right over here. If you see a sculpture guy over here, ask him about.
I like the Punisher #1. The Daredevil with the Electra Bullseye cover. And Batman. Yep, great. Good, thanks.
So he wants to buy like 3 of these.
I have a password.
I think I'll go with those.
Yeah. That's a mild. Yes. You were over there to do it last time too, right? Over to the side and do it? Oh, you're in the middle? I'm over towards the stage. Stage. How reaction's going on. Paying attention to watching stuff go on. Yeah. How reaction's going on. Watching that. Man, everybody likes that. You see that? Hold on. I love that. Oh, I love you too, darling. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, you took a friend, your daughter loved that.
I'm gonna work with it. Right now, I'm just gonna use it like as a prop.
Okay, take it with you. Like I see on your next show, sitting on your table.
Definitely, it's gonna be in every show, on every table.
Awesome.
It is.
Yeah, your friend there, oh, I'm gonna take that.
I know she will. I'm gonna check. I know she will.
Oh, really? You live in New Hampshire too?
Yeah.
Oh, she does? We're all neighbors. Yeah. Yeah. There's no more. I have to go in my pocket and look out tomorrow. I'm sorry, honey?
I didn't swear. I never used to swear. I just voiced my opinion.
Same thing these days. Also saying hi is sexual harassment.
Yeah, found you.
That's okay. Last week after I left here, well, you heard me as we were leaving Saturday. As we're walking out here, Carla says, "Up." People in here, I don't know. And I heard her look back at you and go,
I'll see whatever you got, yeah. They're priced really high. Jesus.
You're not the only person that said that, and the manager said no, he looked them up and...
I don't know any sports game that goes for remotely this. But, what do I know? The ooze. Yeah, maybe. Goofy. I'll
No.
think about maybe those, but you can still probably not, but you know.
Oops, sorry.
No problem. These cards are a dime a dozen. I passed them up here before for $2.
I tried to explain that to Steve, but...
Yeah. And then, I don't know, I've said stuff to them before. They're like, oh, we look them up. And I'm like, yeah, but from where? I mean, sold listings, they don't go that high. But like I said, who am I? Because somebody will eventually probably buy them.
We sold 2 of them today already.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So, I mean, like I said, somebody will buy them. What's going on, everybody? Hope you liked the latest video. So the last video, which was video from yesterday, because today's Monday. So, it snowed on Saturday, the first real snow of the season. We got a couple inches, nothing crazy. I wouldn't even really say a couple inches. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. So that means the outdoor flea markets were closed, but the weekend before was Seekongs last weekend anyway. Grafton I didn't even think or bother going to because it's all outdoors, except for a small portion of it. And Raynham I didn't really go to because it snowed into the late night, so I figured there would be really nobody there, and as far as I know, there really wasn't anybody there. So anyway, I went to an indoor flea market in Cumberland, which I hadn't been to in a very long time. And as per usual, it was terrible. There's only really one guy there who has 2 booths of video games. Really nice guy, really great guy, always works out deals. So I can't complain too much. Some of his prices are kind of high, and when you deal them down, you're kind of still paying right around eBay or under. It is what it is, and sometimes you get desperate. Anyway, so I went with that with my buddy Grant. We walked around a little bit, picked up some stuff. I've got a couple of things that I picked up today and some things that I picked up off camera because I also went to a Comic-Con of sorts. It was Southeast Boston Comic-Con. It was inside an old J.C. Penney in the Hanover Mall. It was okay. There was like 3 or 4 tables with video games there, which was really cool. One guy, he had a killer selection of stuff. I got some of it on video. But the thing is, every time you asked him a price on something, he'd look on price charting. Fine, I'm not going to complain about that. But then he'd jack on like $5 or $10 on top of it. So then you're paying over eBay, which I'm not going to do at a convention just to pick something up. I didn't have it on video, but like for instance, he had a complete copy of Spot on the NES. I love the Spot games. I did when I was a kid, so I wanted to pick it up. They sell on eBay, I don't know, for like $12 to $17. I think the last complete good condition one sold for like $15. I think on price charting it was $15. He told me he had it marked at $25 and told me he'd give it to me for $20. I'm good. If he had said $15, I probably would have picked it up. Hey guys, sorry about that. I'm back. My wife came home and then we had dinner and stuff like that. So I'm back. I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to remember my train of thought. I think I was talking about the convention with the guy with the games and everything. Moving on from that, one of the people at my local Savers recently told me, hey, we got a bunch of retro systems in. They got a Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo. I don't know if they got anything else aside from that, so she told me they were supposed to go out. Well, apparently they went out either yesterday, late afternoon, or early first thing this morning. I didn't see the Super Nintendo or any games, so that was either not put out yet or already sold. Not a big deal, because by the way they priced this other stuff, the thing was probably through the roof. Sorry. But they had a Sega Genesis model, I think it was a Model 2. I didn't really look closely at it because I don't need one. $50, which isn't horrific, but for a Savers, way too overpriced. If someone doesn't have one, it's an okay deal. Hopefully they got a 20% off or 30% off coupon to use, because then it could make it a whole lot better. But they had a stack of games, as you guys saw in the footage. The games were ridiculously priced. I think the cheapest game was $10, and on eBay it was like maybe a $7 game, which was the Ooze, I believe. And there was another one like Goof Troop or something along that lines. Goofy's something was $10. They had Lion King in the box for $15. Yeah, it had a box and the book, but seriously, it's a $10 game. They had Sonic the Hedgehog, not for resale, as you guys saw, for $19.99. That is beyond ridiculous. I talked to one of the girls there, and she said the same thing. She's like, I talked to the manager, and he's like, that's what it says on eBay. That's what it's going to be. Well, I'm sorry. I get you're a thrift store. I get you trying to make money. But you're ripping people off. I'm sorry. If you're going to pay that much, I'm going to buy it on eBay and have a guarantee that if it doesn't work, I can send it back. Because there, if it doesn't work, tough luck. Sorry. But the other thing that doesn't make sense to me is a couple games that I got here, I grabbed off the shelf really cheap, are worth a lot more. So let's dive in and I'll show you what I got. I'm basically I'll tell you where I got it and how I got it. Like this I got today. I paid $4 for it. It sells continuously. Yeah, I think that's right. For about $20 to $30. It's complete. All the discs are in nice shape. Is Mass Effect Trilogy on the Xbox 360. This is 100% recouper. I have no plans on keeping this. I believe I have all the Mass Effect games on the PS3 anyway, which I'd rather have them on. Actually, it's missing the booklet. But aside from that, I'll throw it up online for like $20 plus shipping, and I'll get my money. I'm not worried about it. But nice little find. Another couple games I found at Savers. I paid $2 for each of these, and they're easy $15 to $20 a piece. If you don't know, the non-Lego Harry Potter games have value to them on the Wii. So if you ever see them and you're looking for something as a nice recouper, pick them up. I have here the Order of the Phoenix. It's complete in good condition. I paid $2 for it, and the Half-Blood Prince is complete as well. Me and my wife were big fans of the Harry Potter movie, but I don't collect any of the games. We have Lego Harry Potter on the PS4, which we've been playing, and she has a lot of fun with that. And it's a lot of fun to sit there and play together. I also picked this up for $4 as well at Savers. They had a different Savers in Hanover. After the show yesterday, I looked up Savers, found there was one 5 minutes down the street, and went. Is Mad World. I passed this up quite a few times, but when I saw it for $4, I figured it was a good time to grab it. And the disc is in mint shape, which is really nice. Moving on, I'll save that for last. This stuff here is all my PlayStation stuff. These two I don't have on camera, but when I saw them, actually one of these I do. When I saw them at Target, I love looking at their clearance section in their games, because sometimes they got some good stuff and sometimes they got stuff that doesn't make sense. This one I've passed up before, and then I grabbed it for $10. I figured it's, you know, a brand new PS4 game for $10. I'm not gonna complain. I got Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. I'll eventually play it. It looks like a fun shooter, or I don't know what this is. What is this? Like open world kind of. Says I don't know. Whatever. You blow shit up. Looks like fun. This one obviously we all know and love. I have the first one I got for my birthday a couple years ago, and then when I saw this was already $10, I was like, okay. So I grabbed it. Is the Mega Man Legacy 2 collection. I paid $9.99, $9.98. I don't know if you can see that. Focus. All right. Anyway, I paid $9.98. So that was nice, because now I can actually play 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think eventually they'll probably end up doing the X games out that they just announced, Mega Man 11. Anyway, still moving on, going from newest to oldest, if you haven't noticed. I grabbed these two after the con yesterday as well. Like I said, it was in a mall, so I was looking for a GameStop, and there was no GameStop in this mall. But there was an FYE. Years ago, I remember my FYE used to sell video games. Apparently, this one still does, and all their 360 games and their PS3 games were 75% off marked. So I grabbed basically the non-sports titles, or the stuff that wasn't like $60, is what I grabbed. So I got Metal Gear Rising. I paid like $3 for this. It is complete, which is nice. And I grabbed this because I've heard a couple of the games on this is actually really fun. I paid $5 for it, and I never see it. Is let's see, the Best of PlayStation Network Volume 1. It has When Vikings Attack, Tokyo Jungle, Fat Princess, and Sound Shapes. So that was a nice little pickup for $5. Not something you ever really see that often. This I grabbed from the Cumberland Flea Market, which was nice. I don't know much about this. It looks kind of fun. It looks like you build monsters and then you fight them. Is Monster Lab. Sorry about the glare. I keep catching the light. Nice game. It's a cheap game. It sells for like $5 to $7 online. I got it in a bundle deal with some other stuff. This game I picked up at the con, one of like 2 games that I picked up. I paid pretty close to retail for it, a little bit under. I tried to get the guy to go down, but he said they were set prices and I can't move them. He's like, I wish I could, but I can't. I don't know how true that was, or if it was just his way of not negotiating prices. Fine, whatever. This thing is super mint. The case is super mint. The book is super mint. So I don't know if this was ever actually played. There's no anything on this disc. It is clean, clean, clean. But anyways, you're probably like, what are you talking about? I have the second one, but now I got X-Men Mutant Academy 1. I paid $7 for it. It goes for like $6 to $11 online, so good deal. Nothing crazy. I'll dive right in here. Most of this stuff you guys saw. Some of it you did not. Oh yeah, I picked this up today as well. It's a cheap game, but when you see GameCube games pretty cheap, I'll pick them up because they're easy to trade away or sell. I paid $2 for this guy. I now have it on every system that I own that it has the possibility of being on. Is X-Men Legends on the GameCube. This is for trade or sale if anybody's interested, and let me know. It's not a very expensive game by any means, but if you have something I want, we'll make it nice and easy. Also picked this up today. It is complete. The box is a little crushed, but that's okay. The cart itself is actually still in the plastic wrap. Let me see if I can do that. There we go. It's still in the plastic wrap. So I don't know if this was ever played. You know what? If not, fine. But I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. I don't collect for this system at all, so I'm probably going to end up trading it or selling it. So if you're interested, let me know. Is Crash Nitro Kart on the Game Boy Advanced. Or Advance. I don't know why I always say Advanced. Anyway. Moving on to the last few games. I'll show these first. So don't hate me for this. I'm going to mark them on the inside of the box. But they're for my own personal collection. I did get 2 repro boxes from the guy in Cumberland. He had a bunch of them. He had 2 Mega Man X2 boxes. But when you looked at the boxes, they looked bad. You could tell that they were repros. These ones don't look that great either. But I figured instead of making those ones that you print off online and put in a case, these are going to do just as good as a job. So I'm never going to pass these off as being real, because first of all, you can tell they're not real. But second of all, I'm going to mark them on the inside flap saying repro. So if something ever happens to me and somebody's going to sell my stuff, then somebody knows that it's a repro box. But anyway, I got this one's cheap anyways, is Star Fox. But technically, that completes my Star Fox. Obviously, if I ever come across a real box, I'll replace it in place of that one. And this one I got off of Smash JT in a trade a while back. So I'm still looking for the manual in a real box if I ever come across it. The Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Box art's really cool. And it was cool to come across the box, even if it is a repro box, for this game, because until I got it from Smash JT, I never really looked at it. And it's like a $30 cart, if I remember right. Moving on to the last few things I got. I grabbed these 2. I tried to pick this up at the con. After I picked this up, the guy had it boxed. It was a mint box. Everything looked really, really super clean. And I could have sold this to get a couple bucks back, but the guy still wanted, I think it was 25 or 30 bucks for it, complete. I paid like 4 for mine. Is Renegade on the NES. I've heard good things about this, and I like beat 'em ups, and supposedly it's supposed to be a fun beat 'em up, so I grabbed it. And I grabbed this one too. This was all part of a bundle deal with a couple games in the repro boxes. I got Capcom Strider. I've always heard good things about this. Well, I think I've heard good things about it. I don't know, but anyway, NES games cheap. I'll pick them up. And my last, but certainly not least pickup. You guys saw this on video. I was looking through, at the con, I was looking through this one guy who had some boxed Super Nintendo stuff. And I was looking for something a little more that I hadn't seen before. So he had Fatal Fury? Yeah, Fatal Fury. He had it marked for 15. I was going to try to get it for 10, but then there was no booklet. The box was kind of beat, so I said forget it. I grabbed this. I got it for 15 bucks. The box is kind of beat, little sun faded. At least it looks sun faded on the front. Not really sure, but it's complete. The manual's in great condition. The card's in great condition, and I put it in a case just to kind of keep it in its current shape. Is Tin Star. It looks kind of fun. It says it's the first game you can use on the Super Scope, the mouse, or the standard controller. It looks like a platformer of sorts. It looks like fun. I figured I'd try it out and give it a try. Try it out and give it a try. Of course, that's the same thing. I'll try it out, see how it goes, and it'll go into my Super Nintendo collection. But that's it, guys. That's all I got yesterday and today, and obviously, with it being 2 weeks before Christmas, I don't know how this coming Sunday is going to be for the flea market. I plan on hitting Raynham. I don't know if I'll go anywhere else because there's not really too many other places around. Grafton only has 2 weeks left. I don't think I'll be going up there for the rest of the season. I just don't think it's going to be worth the trip from people that I still know that go there that tell me, hey, Grafton sucked today. You didn't find nothing. The only other thing is I do look for toys and video games, where most of the time those people are telling me they're just looking for games. But, yeah, it is what it is. We'll just hit up Taunton, and we keep our eyes out at Salvation Army, Goodwill, and all that, and Savers, even those have sucked lately, because their prices are going through the roof. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. If you're interested in anything, let me know. Basically, most of the PlayStation stuff, the Nintendo and Super Nintendo stuff is staying with me. The Wii stuff, I don't mind trading. This 360 game is definitely going. And, I don't know. If you're interested in something, just let me know, and I'll see if we can work something out if I don't want it. But aside from that, thanks for watching, guys. Check out my old videos. I had one, come out last week, because actually I'm doing this all today, so I don't know exactly when this is coming out. But anyway, make sure you check out my past videos. Check out my eBay if I have anything on it. Follow me on Instagram, because you get to see this stuff before it's in the video, so you get to see it firsthand. And check out my Facebook page, best way to get in touch with me. And I will see you guys next time. All right, thanks for watching. Love you. Peace out.